And I'm back. So, I don't have any cool object lessons for you. It's just straight tips focused on the writing and the speaking. The writing and speaking parts always teach you a little bit on a topic. And so each writing and speaking thing that you read, or there's a little introduction, they give you something to read, and then they want you to write about it or talk about it. So the first tip that I have for you is to use special big words. The computer wants to see if you know what those words mean, how they're used. It also wants to see if you can use those words yourself. So keep these special big words in mind and try to use them in your writing and speaking. So these are some examples that you might see in the reading part right before it, or maybe the listening, speaking part right before your turn to talk. They'll give you an introduction and they might talk to you about climate and data and observation, or character, conflict, and resolution. They might say, in the story, there are three characters, or what is the conflict between Mike and Nancy? So they want to see if you can use those words. The test also wants to know what other words you may have already learned on the topic. So what's not in here might be climax. You might have learned climax from your ELA class. Bring that word in. So they do want to know what other words you know. The test also wants to know how long, or how long you write or talk. So it's not like your one word answers to your mom. Hi honey, how was your day today? Fine. What did you do today? Nothing. Instead, try to write or speak as much as you can about the topic, but follow the directions. If it asks for one sentence, write one long sentence. It asks for a full paragraph. Please be sure to remember how your teachers taught you, or the race, or the CER, claim evidence reasoning. So remember what your teachers taught you. Talk as long as you can. Try to fill up the time until the computer cuts you off. Now, for the writing, did you use all the information? For the writing, they have extra tabs that you need to click on. So use those tabs. Sometimes there's a picture way down at the bottom and they show you what's going on in the experiment. So, or in this case, they have little captions to show you what these buildings are. So did you scroll all the way down? If it says more, scroll all the way down. So did you scroll all the way down? Did you click on both tabs? And did you write using all the information on both things and the whole page? Next, I'm going to give you some special tips about the speaking. The speaking is not about talking to your friend. Instead, they want to hear how you explain stuff you learn in school. It's more like giving a speech instead of talking to a friend. And speaking of friends, Nina. She is your best friend. Nina, tell us, how much do you love the access test? And if your answer is about the same length or better than Nina's, then you've given a good answer. If Nina says two reasons. The reason why I like the access test is, first, because the access test is a test of English. That's next, you give three reasons. Do better than Nina. Next tip, you can only record once. That's it. And you won't be able to hear your recording. So before you hit your record, plan your answer. Think about what you want to say. Organize your thoughts. What special big words will you use? What are you going to do to explain things? Be sure to answer the whole question. Don't just talk about random stuff. Again, use your kind of different organizer ideas here about restate the question, answer the question completely, cite the evidence, explain the evidence, or claim evidence reasoning. Whatever your teachers told you to on how to write a good essay, or put together a good speech, or organize your thoughts, use that stuff. The actual testing manual says, while some students may benefit from writing down a few key words to help them organize the thoughts and produce a clear verbal response, the speaking test is intended to measure spontaneous oral responses rather than planned written down responses that are read aloud. So try not to write every single word out, sentence out, but do organize your thoughts. And they do allow you to write down a few keywords in Illinois. If you make a mistake, please don't stop talking. Please also do not hit stop. Instead, you should say something like, sorry, what I meant to say was, take a breath and keep talking. If you swear, don't worry, just take a breath and keep talking. Finally, at the very, very end of the test, when you see this screen, be sure to click exit. Don't just close your Chromebook, because we've had to go back and have many kids open up their test again because they never clicked exit. They just closed it and went home. All right, that's all I got. Do your best. You got this. Stand up straight, stand up tall, be proud of your English. And again, thanks to Slide Carnival for making these awesome template. You can find all sorts of awesome Google Slides and Google and PowerPoint templates on slidescarnival.com.